All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the assignment that you're going to be working on for Thursday and Friday. It should be posted to Google Classroom. You should be able to go there and find all the needed information. It's going to be called Words and Graphics. You're going to be using InDesign to work with the assignment. So if we pull up the project sheet real fast, it says students will use InDesign to create different phrases using images and text for the following categories. You've got word and a graphic, and then you've got 2 words in a graphic, or a word and 2 graphics. Depending on how you want to do that, that's your choice. You're going to be creating an InDesign document that is 8.5 by 11 with 2 pages. It's important you set your margins up to be 0.75 and you turn off facing pages with no bleed. All designs must be created using InDesign. Each page must have 3 examples for that category. So with 2 pages being made, you're going to have 6 examples total, with the possibility of some extra credit on the 3rd page with phrases only containing images. Each page must have a title up top, which is typed bold and towards the top in the middle of the page with text effects on it. A key must be created and flipped upside down and placed in the lower left-hand corner. I do have some formatting for that. It needs to be Minion Pro, size 10 and 50% black. I'll go over how to do that in just a second. Graphics and text effects must be used on all text and graphics in the assignment. Custom color swatches must be created as well. All images must be high quality when saving them from the internet, so you're searching for large images just as we did in the Photoshop collage. Points will be taken off if you have low quality images or broken links. All illustrations must be school appropriate, and you'll be saving the files back to your Google Drive. If you do not save to your Google Drive, they will not be there the next day and you will have to start over. It's very important that you save your files to your Google Drive. You are creating these files. Once you're done, you'll export them for your portfolio. When you export it, each page will become its own JPEG and both pages will be put onto your portfolio. We've got some tips and tricks listed down here below. You can go through those yourself. It's going to be worth 34 points. And on this page here, we have some different tips that we'll go over in class previous to this about how to frame fit and get images placed into your document. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the examples that I've got for you. So the first category here would be word and graphic. You've created a word that I've put the text effects on. I've got a stroke with it, so it reads dog bone. The second set here says paper cup, and the bottom one is bulldog. You've got a nice title up top that tells you the category. It's got a drop shadow and a stroke on it. Here in the lower left, I've got my key. It's been turned upside down. It's been typed in Minion Pro and size 10. Here's an example of the extra credit. We've got 2 graphics being used. So we've got bulldog, beach ball, and mountain bike. Key down here in the corner. And then lastly, we've got our 2 words in a graphic. This is probably the hardest category to come up with, but downhill skiing, cup of coffee, Kentucky Fried Chicken are all good examples. Note, if you use any of the examples that were listed here, they do not count. You cannot use my examples for your own work. You are also required to fill out this Google Sheet before you start working in InDesign. Here you'll type down what your example should be. So I've typed out the word dog bone and I put image next to the portion that I'm going to go out and get a graphic for. Note, remember, if I need to go out and get a picture of a bone for this particular piece, I'll type bone into Google. I'll go to images, making sure that I go to tools and change my size to large. I can also adjust these other pieces depending on what I'm looking for. We can go to advanced search and look for only certain types of file formats as well. So if I only want JPEGs to pop back up, I will go ahead and do an advanced search. Once that's been taken care of, say I want this picture, I'll click on it once, I'll right click and say open image in new tab. Once it's popped up, I can right click and go Save Image As. Remember, as you save, they are going to go to your iDrive. So automatically yours are going to go there. You're going to have to figure out how to get to that. Remember, it's going to be your ID number that you're looking for. It's going to save it directly right there. I'm going to put mine on my desktop so it's easy to find for this. So I'm going to save it. Once you've got all your images, you can go back to InDesign. In InDesign, you're going to be creating a print document, like I said. Letter size, we're going to change this to inches. 2 pages, 3 if you want to do the extra credit, and 0.75 for our margin. Go ahead and click Create. You go through and create your titles, that type of stuff. I'm going to walk you through just placing a photo really quick. File, place, embedded, right? So we're going to go look for that place button, Control D. Go to your desktop or your iDrive to find your photo, and you're going to click Open. When you do this, you can either have the container already created, or you can simply click and drag and it will create a container to put that image into. Remember, as you move your image around and you want to resize it, that type of stuff, you can either hold the Control and Shift key. That'll scale it proportionately. That's probably the best option. Or if you bring up your, reset these here. We need our properties box up. You'll see over here you got your frame fitting pieces. You can play with those if needed, but make sure you're keeping things proportional as you scale, otherwise you will get in trouble. To make a color theme, custom swatches, that type of stuff, you can always come back over, grab that custom theme tool, click on your object, and then click the Add Theme to Swatches, and now you have just created color themes. To use them, locate your fill option, scroll down to the bottom here, and you'll see the theme you made, and it will apply that way. So I think you guys should be able to handle this assignment when I'm gone. When you get done, go ahead and make sure you're saving. Good luck.